The international fashion designer Reem Acra has joined the equestrian community as the sponsor of the FEI's Dressage World Cup. With the first Reem Acra FEI World Cup Dressage series coming to a climax, Miss Acra herself was in Europe this month for Paris Fashion Week.
A designer needs to connect with its elements like fabric, color, and the customer as well. So there's a lot of thinking and a lot of connection when you are designing a dress or a collection. And I think it's very similar in a way where a rider has to connect with the horse, and there is an element of kind of combining one and thinking about being one person. And I think the stronger this connection is, the more you can achieve.
Horses have always been part of her life.
I always dreamt of horses when I was a little girl and never had the chance to really realize my dream. I tackled at it, horseback riding at the very end before I left Beirut abruptly. And I left behind my gears and my helmet and said this was a dream that was cut short, and look at it, so many years later, here I am sponsoring one of the most important things that was in my dreams when I was a little girl.
The marriage of the fashion and dressage worlds was an obvious one.
Well, Reem Acra is about luxury, but it is also about presentation and about attitude, and I think this is where the balance comes. I think horseback riding for me is luxury. It is about attitude and kind of a strict formality, about being confident on the horse and a connection with the horse. So for me it's the same thing, it's connecting with yourself and with how you want to look. It's just unbelievable, knowing dance and knowing movement and being challenged by music and coordination, seeing dressage and how one has to coordinate between music and with connecting with two people. It's like me dancing with my partner, ballroom dancing. It's the same thing. You need to connect with your partner, and your partner here is the horse. And you need to connect with the music. So it's really, for me, it's a dream come true. It's all my hobbies combined in one.
The parallels between haute couture fashion and the world of top-class dressage are many. Both, at their best, are considered to be an art form, and both can boast a truly global following. Perhaps most importantly, to be at the very top of either requires the same complete dedication.
You know, when you want to succeed in something, you need to have a goal, you need to have ambition and the hard work, and you always have to put in yourself that it is achievable. So if one does not think about all the obstacles that could possibly be in front of you, and you don't think about them, you will always be able to achieve. So I never think that I am a female, that I come from Beirut, Lebanon, that I am don't have what other people might have. I do have something extremely important. I do have the talent, I have the ambition, and I love to work, and I love what I do. So that alone is a big deal in order to achieve my goals and success. Well, I believe my personality works best with dressage because, again, I love dancing, and I think there is no two questions. If I love dancing and I love art, and I'm a fashion designer, I think dressage would be the best for me. It's very, I cannot say it's feminine, but it's art, and it's a form of art. So I think this is, it's a parallel thing.
Much of Miss Acra's inspiration comes from happy childhood memories of Beirut, including hunting for fossilized insects in amber.
We used to bring amber home to study it, along with my father, who was a researcher and a doctor in public health, but he had a fascination for nature and for finding things in nature. My collection today, this collection of fall 2011, is inspired by amber and by my father's bugs and insects, and so some of the prints are from there. The coloration of the collection, the accessories that are in the collection are all bugs but jeweled. So there's a lot of things inspired by nature.
Now that she is a part of the dressage world, horses could one day make an appearance in her designs.
You know, I think you never know when I'm going to be inspired and design a collection inspired by horses. I think it will come. The more I'm surrounded by horses, the more I'm surrounded by this world, I'm sure it's going to influence me, and we're going to wait and see. I think I love to connect, and connecting with horses probably is one of the most challenging for me, and it's as I was a little girl dreaming of it and never had the chance. I think this is when I feel now that I can achieve my dream in a different way. Now I am a fashion designer. I don't have time to go horseback riding or to become an athlete or anything like that. So I think now at that stage, this is the best thing I can do for a dream that I have not fulfilled. I'm fulfilling it in a very different way and in a much more glamorous way.